Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. This is going to be a little different because I'm just going to take a hike on my property behind me up the hill where I've never been before, believe it or not. I've lived here almost 6 years and I've always wondered what's up there. And it's quite a hike, so I'm going to take you along, and there is no trail. But I'm going to guess there's probably some trails that the deers made, and maybe even what the coyotes made. And I'm even curious about something that I've been thinking about for a while, because I wonder where the coyotes live. And there's some giant boulders up there. And I think they might be living in some of the crevices and holes in the boulders. I don't know. And no, I'm not looking for coyotes, but it would be kind of cool to see if I could find their dens. So I'm going to go get Mags and Sheppy and take you up the hill and see what's up there. And I think there's probably going to be a stunning view because it's much higher than my cabin and it looks down at everything. So I hope you enjoy it. And there's no really topic in particular that I'm talking about. I'm just kind of meandering around. So I hope you enjoy it. Kind of a bird's eye view of my cabin in the fall, looking from this little hill behind my cabin that I barely ever come up here. And today I thought, it's such a beautiful day, why not see what's further up? And I think there's a deer trail, and I think we'll just follow it. I've got Maggie on a leash and Sheppy's loose, just to give you an idea. Now behind, or rather beyond my cabin, is the ocean. And I don't know if I'll be able to climb up high enough to look down. But that would be really cool if I could. And see what's back here. And I've lived here almost 6 years and I have never explored the backwoods here. So it may be interesting, it may not be interesting. But I just thought I'd take you along and see what I find. Now I did see something on Google Earth, and I don't know if it's what I think it is, but there's a large boulder, or a group of boulders further back on my own property, way back, and it looked like there were some designs on it. And Google Earth was not very clear, so I couldn't zoom in. So I'm going to hike back there and see if there's anything there interesting. So I'll probably do this video in segments, and if it's interesting, I'll publish this video. And even if it's not interesting, I'll publish it anyway. What the heck? But this gives you kind of a bird's eye view where I live. And I may not get up high enough so that you can see the ocean. But again, maybe in the winter when all the leaves are gone, I think I'll probably be able to come back up here and show you the view. And I kind of wish the people who had built this cabin had created a second floor to my porch, because that would have an awesome view of the ocean and beyond. And I'm not quite sure they did that. Maybe it was just to save on costs. And maybe one day I can if I do stay here, but since I don't live upstairs anyway, it's kind of pointless. It may help with resale, and just for the fun of it, I might ask the people doing, when I find someone to do the addition for the kitchen, what it would cost. And it's very low priority. I may never do it. But since I might have someone out here anyway, I'll be just curious what it would cost, because it certainly would give much more charm to open up that view if I ever did sell my cabin and my property. And the reason for selling it would be to buy my 100 acres or even more for my animal sanctuary. So I love looking ahead and keeping my possibilities open. And so we're going to walk this way, and I'm going to do this video in segments because there's really not a trail here, I don't believe. And if I do find those boulders, I'm going to video them to see if I find anything interesting. I'm a little out of breath, but I've climbed a little bit higher on my property, and I have no idea what I'm going to find as I explore my own property because I've never been up here before. But I wanted to show this interesting, it looks like the sponges that grow in the ocean, and maybe some of you know what it is. I'm assuming it's some sort of moss that does quite well growing on boulders and in the shade. And there's quite a bit up here. It's beautiful. And I've lived here, gosh, 6 years. I've never come up here. So I'm taking advantage of this beautiful fall day before it's very, very cold and too much snow to climb up here. So my cabin is down that way. And I believe that's probably how the deer come, this little trail right here. And any other critters that probably come down my way. You can kind of see it the way they've been walking down this way. So that's interesting. Come on, Max, let's go this way. Come on. And it looks like this is part of the trail that the deers created. And, gosh, this is beautiful. Now this is looking towards my driveway, which is quite a ways down the hill. Come on, Max. I don't know if I can see it from here. Oh, this is interesting. All this stuff. Maybe I'll just follow the deer trail because it looks like it goes that way. Oh, that's really cool. And there's some more of that stuff, whatever it's called. I love exploring, and I have never been up here. And I guess today I just sort of thought, well, why not? And that is a very steep cliff, Maggie's. Keeping you on a leash. Oh, yikes. That goes way down there. My driveway's down there somewhere. Wouldn't this be a great place for an extra hideout? Like an extra getaway? To come up and do whatever. Of course, I already have one, but I'm always thinking of things like that. And so I think we're going to go this way. And let's see. I think I'm going to follow this trail and then turn it back on when we get further down there. Now this is cool. I think I found the boulder. I may or may not have found what I was looking at on Google Earth, rather. There's really not designs, but there's like pockets of holes here and there, which I'm sure has a lot to do with the ice in the wintertime. But look at this view up here. Holy cow. And this is my property far back in the woods that I have never explored. And here's some more of that shepherd's beard, or I forgot what you call it, something beard. Isn't that beautiful? Now this is really interesting. These are, gosh, I should know what they are. Shells from the ocean. And what the seagulls do is they take this shellfish and they fly up high and they drop them on a rock to crack them open. And apparently that's what a seagull did by bringing it way up here, because I am nowhere near the ocean down there. And I don't think you can see it, but it is straight ahead past those trees. And the land beyond that orangey yellow tree is all conservation that my cabin looks at. Isn't this cool? I'm glad I came up here. I had no idea what was up here. And there's some very, very drastic cliffs that drop off. So I'm not going down there. But my driveway is down there somewhere. And what a view. And if anybody ever wanted to put a little cabin up here and take those trees down, holy cow, what a view you'd have. But then you'd have to climb up here. So I'm not sure that would work very well. I think we're going to go just a little further and see what's down here. And then my exploring will be it for the day. It's going to be easier going downhill than it was uphill. So I hope you're enjoying this adventurous video, and hopefully we can find that rock, but I think this is it. I thought I had seen some designs on it, but I was mistaken. And feel free to ask me questions. It is October, oh Maggie, don't drink that, honey. It is October 18, I believe, 19. And that is looking west. And the sun will set over there. Of course it does every day. I find things like this fascinating. Because here I am, up pretty high, past that hill. It kind of makes me wonder how these rocks are formed, because wasn't the coast of Maine underwater at some point? Or rather, close to the continents? And it just amazes me. Maybe it was the glaciers that made this rock. And how cool is that? I think it's fascinating. I'm so glad I came out here. Just to sort of meander. And I'm quite sure that many critters live out here. And they're probably watching me right now. And no, I'm not afraid. They probably know me anyway. And if there was anyone, I'm sure Sheppy would find them. So I'm going to continue exploring my own backyard and see what else I find. And no, I'm not getting lost, because I'm following the sun. And my driveway is to the left, and I may just start walking downhill and go back to my driveway. And I hope you're enjoying the quiet. It's always like that here. I love it. I just want to make notice of Maggie, how she knows the way home. Even though she's never been out here before. And we are actually starting to climb down the hill, heading back to the driveway, but she definitely knows the way back. And I just wanted to sort of show that. Sheppy is out and about. He could care less about going home because he's having so much fun. But this is my this is my trailblazer here. And if you haven't seen the previous video about how I got lost, she was the one who showed me and headed back towards the parking lot, back towards my truck. So she is really very important in many ways. And it's just so darn beautiful out here. I just wanted everyone to enjoy it before the colors are gone. And they soon will be. And I was hoping to come across some deer, but we're probably making so much noise. They've already run away. But I see them every day. And it's funny because they hear my truck, and rather than hide in the woods, they jump right across my driveway, right in front of me. And I really should get like a dash cam so that I can show you how beautiful they are, because one of them is almost all white, and he is just absolutely gorgeous. And I hope they survive the hunting season, because I love them all. I love all wildlife. And that's one of the drawbacks to living out in the woods, because every fall, not only people who live here enjoy that sport, but people come up from Massachusetts and who knows where else to do that. And I honestly don't see how anybody could have fun destroying a beautiful creature. But in any event, it is what it is. And I think Sheppy knows that's the way back to the driveway. So I hope you enjoyed my backyard excursion. And was hoping to see somebody out here besides us. But they don't want anything to do with me. Wild animals really don't want trouble. They just want to live in peace. And if only we could learn from them, huh? They just want to exist in their own little groups, mind their own business, and survive. Now, this may or may not be a good idea, but ever since I've lived here, I've been wanting to check out some of these massive boulders that are here in the woods. And I've looked at them from my driveway, wondering if the little crevices and holes in the boulders might be home to somebody. Maybe coyotes? Who knows? And I know that I have coyotes because I hear them all the time. So we're going to meander over there. And this actually looks like some kind of a trail, which it might be from them. And of course, if I see one, we're leaving. And I'm sure they don't want anything to do with us. And Maggie is on a leash, and I'm not worried about Sheppy. But this kind of looks like a trail. And since I've never been out here before, it's either the deer or the coyotes that are making this trail. And what better shelter than to live in a cave? And I might find nothing, but that's the fun of exploring. You never know what you're going to find. So I'm going to follow this around the corner and show you the boulder, and maybe we can see something interesting. So that is the ledge where I was standing in the very beginning of this video, or rather maybe a few minutes in, with the outstanding view. And I'm walking back home, and I guess if we don't see any critters, that would be a good thing. But I'm just so curious if these boulders have any little openings. Or maybe that's where the coyotes live. And maybe this is not all that wise to be looking for where coyotes live. But I honestly don't think anyone's going to bother me. So we're going to keep going. And so far I don't see any dens. Although there is something over there that looks like it might be a little bit of a shelter. I guess I'm just in an adventurous mood to check out my own property and see what's here. And I know that I have porcupines because Sheppy found one the first year we were here. And he came home with about 3 quills in his face. And I had to pull them out. And thank goodness he's such a good boy because he let me. But he hasn't gone near one since, so hopefully he learned his lesson. And my driveway is right over there, which you probably cannot see. And it would be kind of fun one day if I had a 4-wheeler and made a little trail out here. But it would be one heck of a lot of work. And there's just so many parks around here. I really don't need to do that. Now this is the boulder I was talking about. And actually, That does look like something over there. And we may not get all that close, but I want to check it out. Sheppy, no! It does look like something over there, doesn't it? I might get a little closer. I think this is about as close as we're going to get. No. Yeah, it could be an opening of some kind. Let's see. Who knows? Nope, it's not. So, I do not know where the coyotes live. But anyway, it was fun to walk out here and to look. And I don't know, maybe they dig down into the ground. But this was a beautiful hike anyway. And I guess it's a good thing we didn't find them. It's beautiful. And you know what's fascinating? It's really chaotic out here, the way the trees have fallen and the leaves are fading. But in a chaotic way, it's perfect. Because look at how everything has its own place and its own color and its own purpose, which I talked about in my previous video. And sure, there's a lot of firewood out here, but carrying it back is not something that I want to do. So that's why I buy it now. And that looks like maybe a little den up there. I don't know. Maybe my imagination is running away with me. What next? So I hope you enjoyed my little adventure. And no, I'm not worried about snakes or I guess there would be mice out here, field mice. Which no, they don't live there either. Who knows who's out here? And they certainly don't want anything to do with me. So we're going to go back. And this was my little, oh, there's a little opening over there. That could be a den. And there could be some up there. And that could be one over there. And what I need is a night camera. And maybe I'll come back and set it up out here to see where they're coming from. Not to bother them, not to get near them, which I'm possibly doing right now, but just to see what they're doing and how many there are. So thanks so much, everyone, for coming along with me while I explored my own backyard. Mix. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure on my property up the hill there. And apparently I haven't been managing the storage capacity on my phone, and it just suddenly cut off. So I have to add this ending, and I'm also adding a little bit of an introduction. And it's just so much fun to just go out and explore, not knowing what you're going to find. And what better way to do that than on my own property? And I hope you can hear those seagulls. I so love it. And another reason why I chose to go today is the weather's getting colder and colder. And I wouldn't be surprised if it starts snowing in a few more weeks. And I, of course, won't be venturing up there in bad weather. And I just wanted to take a peek to see what was up there. And yes, it was kind of not all that smart to be looking for coyotes. But I wanted to see if I could find any dens or any places where they might be living, because I hear them so darn close at night, and I just don't know where they live. And I don't think Sheppy would have bothered them, and I don't think the coyotes would have bothered us. And I did have Maggie on a leash. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I so love my channel. I love to read all your comments. I should just take one whole entire day to get caught up and read them all, because I'm still behind. But I do value each and every one, and I am enjoying this channel more than I ever imagined, and all of you. So please feel free to ask me more questions, offer your opinions, your thoughts, your wishes, your dreams, your aspirations, your troubles, everything that makes up life, because That's what it is. It's all of those things all mixed up together. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're all having a really great day. Take care, everyone.